Hey, so if you're anything like me, then the older you get, you're just not as creative anymore. Like ever. All you do is you wake up early, you go to work, you hurry home, you do some errands, and then you watch some YouTube videos. Like not even a full movie because that is like already too much going on. And then you fall asleep, and then the next day just rinse and repeat until it's the weekend. And then on Sunday evening, you wonder, hey, where did my time go? Why didn't I do anything of the stuff that I had planned out? I feel like this is pretty much the routine that adults commit to. And to be honest, it kind of sucks. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone with these feelings. I'm actually pretty convinced that a lot of you guys, especially the older you get, experience the exact same feeling. The feeling of time just slipping away. And I'm not even talking about all the days where you go out and you have a nice day in the city or in the countryside, or where you meet up with friends, or where you go out drinking, or when you go to the beach, or like whatever. Those are fun things. And if your time is filled with fun stuff, then all is good and there is no problem. What I'm talking about are those days where you spend like the majority of your day at work, where you leave the house in the dark and you return in the dark, and the rest of the day you just sit in traffic or wait in line at the supermarket. And then in the evening, you have that feeling, wow, what a wasted day. And another thing is that sometimes you technically have time, but so often you're just feeling too exhausted from working, so that you're not in the mood at all to start anything creative at all. And that is a completely valid feeling because, at least for me, creativity is born from boredom. Like, you need some downtime. You need some time where you don't do anything in order to give your body the opportunity to even come up with new ideas. And the standard 9 to 5, 40-hour work week that most of us are stuck in, it just doesn't allow us to waste as much time. Well, and that is the situation. And as long as nobody replaces capitalism, that's just the way it is. And we will have to work with that. But for my own mental health, I drastically want to reduce the days where I lay in bed at night and I think to myself, wow, I didn't do anything creative today. So my plan is, within the next couple of months, I want to explore different ways to become more creative and do more stuff. I have absolutely no idea yet if those things will work, and I'll just go along. And I will share my thoughts and experiences here. So, what I have planned for today is I will come home exhausted after work, but then I don't fall in the cycle of watching some videos, and instead I want to give myself a premise, like an idea of or something that I want to do, and a time frame in which I want to achieve this idea, as well as the tools I'm going to use to do whatever it is I set as my goal. So, since I'm setting these steps for me in advance, there is no need for me to think about what to do or to come up with any initial ideas, because there are these boundaries that give me like a basic framework to be creative in. And my goal is essentially to kind of trick my body into starting at least something, even while thinking, oh, it's a chore, and then hopefully in the end enjoying it and leaving me with a happy feeling. So yeah, this is the plan. And this is the project that I choose. I want to make a little piece of music that I like to listen to while driving on the highway on a rainy day. That is my premise. Because earlier I already recorded like a little video on the highway while it was raining, so I think that should be my premise for today. Then the time frame I'm choosing is 20 minutes. I give myself 20 minutes for one because I feel 20 minutes is still pretty justifiable to trick my brain that it's not going to be that much of a hassle to start it. Because if it's too much, I know myself, I won't even start. And it's short enough to make sure that I really find a window in a random busy workday to actually do it. But on the other hand, it's definitely long enough to come up with some chords and some drums. And the tools I'm choosing for this task are the circuit tracks, just because the sequencer is quite convenient and it's easy to just sketch something out very quickly. And the Yamaha QI70, just because it's my favorite little groove box. And actually nothing else, because that would become too messy, too quick, too much cables, too much to think about. So yeah, My goal is to take 20 minutes to make a song to listen to while driving on the highway on a rainy day using the circuit tracks and the QI70. But the fun part is, if you want to follow along at home or if you want to try it for yourself, you can use any tool you have, any idea you have, any time frame you choose, and set your own set of rules and boundaries. Like, for example, you could use your smartphone to make a tiny movie about a frog visiting Antarctica in 40 minutes. Or you could use a pen to write a poem about why you don't like doing the dishes in 5 minutes. Or you could use 2 minutes of your time, use red paint to express why you don't like your neighbors. The possibilities are basically endless. And besides that, once you're in the process, there is no need to follow the rules that you set to yourself. Like, once you started doing your creative project, you can always extend the time. You can add new tools or you can change up your idea completely. It's just important for the initial spark to start your project. So back to my project, music for driving, in the rain, on the highway, QI70 and circuit tracks in 20 minutes time. So here is how it went for me. As I described before, at first, I wasn't motivated at all. I didn't want to start doing anything at all and almost wanted to bring the musical gear away again. But for the sake of this video, I just started, and maybe 10 minutes in, like when the drum loop was going and the chords were programmed, I really started to enjoy it and it really became fun. I finished all the sequences within maybe the 20-minute time frame. I didn't look at the watch exactly, but then I easily just jammed with the sequence for maybe another 20 minutes until I had recorded everything, and it was really fun. I honestly didn't expect it to become that much fun, and yeah, it's 20 minutes, so it is what it is, nothing special. But it was a nice time, and I'll show you my result right now. If you like this video so far, I would be super happy if you take a pen and try to draw a frog riding a unicycle within the next 1 minute and 30 seconds. Maybe while you keep this video running in the background. Or you can just read along, whatever. Thanks.